Hello, Dr. Dot. Hey, Jerry. Oh, sorry, my knees are so bad these days. Okay. All right. So before I get started, I want to share some happy mail I got. I ordered this lovely tote. It has nice long handles, so it'll go over my shoulder. And this is Linda White Holloway's artwork. I tweeted it, so you'll be able to see it. From Zazzle.ca. And she Martian_Bazaar. Martian_Bazaar. And she's a lovely folk artist. Some lovely maritime folk art. And although this is a Christmas one, it will get used more than just at Christmas. And it's a very thick canvas tote with a black inside. All right, well stitched, extremely well made. Honey, Kimberly. I know, huffing and puffing, that's me. She has amazing art. And then the other thing I ordered was a mug with one of her wonderful waterfront pieces of art on it. So I love both of these. Luckily enough, I ordered babysitting at home, and it happened to be when I had a little bit of money from my leftover from my in October. There happened to be a nice sale on her stuff on Zazzle, so I actually even got a better deal than. Hey, Mindy. Can't remember who I said hi to. So the other thing I ordered was I went to on Remembrance Day weekend. Here we call it Remembrance Day here in Canada. Curry's, which is a Canadian art store, had not that one. Hold on, just a second. Had a sale on their site. What did they have? They had 25% off most of the stuff on their site. Hold on, there's a third. Oh, there it is. They had 25% off most of their stuff on their site, so I thought, ooh, good chance for me to buy some of my convenience colors of my M-gram. So watercolor. I mean, I couldn't help it with 25% off. You don't get 25% off very often. Plus, I got 3 brushes here. What's really funny is I ordered my angle brush, but you can never use too many. So these brushes are by, hold on. Where did my phone go? My phone's always right here. What did I do with my phone? Oh, it must be out in my purse still from when I went to the. Okay, one moment. I'll use my iPad. Snowfall warning. Yeah, Getting more snow tomorrow night and Wednesday. I wonder my legs and knees aren't getting a break of these stupid low pressure systems coming through. One moment, I have to get my Maglite app out here so I can see the company. I can't even remember the company of these. Angle shader. There we go. Sorry. There's Sapphire. Robert Simmons Sapphire. Watercolor brushes. Robert Simmons Sapphire. So I got the 1/2 inch angle. I got a number 6 flat. And what number rigger is this? Number 1 rigger. Because my other favorite rigger got ruined. Because something got sat on the brushes when they were wet, and it got they got splayed, and it was just a Princeton cheap one, so I couldn't revive the brushes. So I bought a new rigger in that number 1 size. So we got those new brushes. All right, here we go. So let's take out my colors. What I did was I created a chart, and these are all in the same order as the PDF color chart by M. Graham. So that way, I'm going to swatch on here all the colors that I have, and then that way I'll know what color they are, and if I ever want to replace, I don't think I'm going to need any more after what I've got now, but who knows. Hey, Judy. Hey, Eileen. About time. Okay, Monique. No worries. Hey, Katrina. Hey, AJ. Hi, Joycey. Hey, Donna. Hello, hello, hello. Nice to see you. Neat. Not sure I've met you before, Donna, but nice to have you. So all the ones that have an X in the box are ones that I already had, and the ones with the check mark are the ones that I got new, and then the ones with nothing in them is the ones that I don't have yet. So I'm going to take out, oh, I should have a container ready, dang it. Okay, let's use this. I can take this. My desk is a work in progress. I think I made more mess than I did good. But didn't get much done on the weekend because my knees have been a pain in the butt. Well, a pain in the knee. Okay, hold on. I've got to get those. Oh, I've got a pile here. I might have it. Just going to lay them like this so I can at least get close to the right color when I'm grabbing, hopefully. Look how they send them their paint tubes in these nice divided boxes. I may have to keep these boxes because I think if I covered them, took the flap off and joined them together, they'd make a really nice container for markers or pens or something, you know? They've already got the dividers in them. I should have had this already, but it took me a while to get my chart ready because I was listening to Janet while I was doing it. So then you get distracted, and you know what it's like. Trying to multitask is not as easy as it used to be. It used to be so easy to multitask once upon a time. I think not teaching anymore and getting older both have. All right, so I guess I have to kind of oh yeah, I had them sitting in order, of course. Now it's going to be a little tricky to swatch these because I'm going to have to just touch my paintbrush to the okay, I'm going to use my medium size silver black velvet if I can find it here. Oh, maybe it's on my desk already, is it? That's my large. Oh, maybe got my, yeah, my number 6 Mimic. That's what I'll use. Okay. All right. One moment. I'm going to put those up there. Oops. So if you do not enjoy swatching videos, you may want to leave now. Towards the end of the video, if I have time, I may be doing a watercolor painting, redoing the sunset that I tried on Thursday. So just so you know. Hey, May. Hey, Sharon. Nice to see you. Yeah, Eileen, SJG is Persimmon Sharon. Isn't that exciting? She's been back a couple of times with us. So nice to have her back. All right. So first up is Azo Yellow, which I have already. Oh, I've got one moment, please. I need to spritz my palette here. This is it's the inside of my Fusion palette. This is the grains I already have. As you can see, well used. And I have 2 palettes that are similar to this that are coming so that I can create my new palette with all my colors. Hello, Janet. Debbie. Hello, Nick. I know, Eileen, it's a mess. It's a mess. All right, so Azo Yellow is a warm yellow. I normally really like to have my, uh-oh. We have run out of, one moment. Okay, sorry, I've got lots of napkins here. All right. Next up is Hansa Yellow Deep, which is one of my new ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tube and I am going to spritz a little bit of water in my porcelain palette. I'm just going to dip my brush. So this is a cool yellow, and you'll see the huge of the other one. And I will use this chart when I decide how to lay out my palettes, because I tend to like my palettes sort of I'm going to put the ones I've already done in behind there. Oh no, I should just put them back in boxes. That way I won't get confused. My palette's kind of set up in a split primary. I have my warm yellows, my cool, I only have one cool yellow here, but now I have two. Then my warm red, my cool red. Excuse me. And my warm blue and my cool blue. And then I have my orange is between my red and my yellow, my greens between my yellow and my blue, etc. My purples between the red and blue. So I sort of have it set up in a split primary order, and that's how I like it. So I have to go searching for colors. Oh, cool, Judy. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Catherine. So that's the Hansa Yellow Deep. Next, I did that wrong. Dang it. Okay, problem to solve. I can solve the problem very easily. Been there, done this before. I lost my map for my palette, of course. As always, it never ends up getting put back in. So this is left over because I have to cut my 9x12 down to go in the printer. So I always have little bits and pieces left over. So it's going to get taped down and I'll fix my swatch. That's what I'm doing, Kathy. Got it covered. I don't know what I was thinking. I knew Azo yellow was cool. Ugh. Anyway, sorry. Double-sided tape. Ta-da! Perfect. Now I want to put my X back on that, so when I go to load my new palette, I remember it's one that I already have in my other palette. Excuse me. Okay. All right, let's try that again then. Someone should have jumped on me when I did that. Oh my gosh, Lena. There we go. All right. So Azo Yellow is just a little more brilliant than the Hansa Yellow Deep. All right. So up next is Gamboge. Make sure that I'm sorry, you guys, if when I mix and get the clinking of the glass, if it's loud, I wasn't even thinking because well, my voice is closer to the, okay, so Gamboge, which I already have palette. Is a nice warm yellow. For right now, I'm just swatching for color. I don't care if I show variants. For right now, this is just for purposes of when I go to set up my palette so that I know which is warm, which is cool. This is a piece of hot press. I don't like to paint on it, so I'm using it for, and I don't even like swatching on it as much as cool. But anyway, whatever. All right, sorry. So up next is Azo Orange, which I have in my palette already. Porcelain palette, instead of going straight from my palette, because I just like to swoosh around the paint to make sure that the binder and pigment gets mixed so you don't end up with a blotchy. And this is kind of running, so I am going to put it down flat. Oh, that's a nice yellow orange. Try and pick up that mistake. I should have picked up my swatch card closer to my face so that I would be in the right box when I painted. This is probably going to bloom on me because on me. I'm going to just I picked most of it up. Hey, Judy, they'll always have a job. So, Cad Orange is a new one. This is probably it here. Cadmium Orange. So I'm going to make sure there's a little water in the well. Doesn't have to be much because I'm not making a big... Oh, and that came flying out. You have to watch for that. Some of the paints will do that. And this is more of a cool orange. Wasting. I'll leave that pigment there because I can clean it off when I go to... I was going to say, which is what they do with the one I was starting to fill already. Okay. Orange. Oh, sorry, Teresa. Thank you. Yes. I apologize. I'm just too close to it. So, Cad Orange is next. A little too much water in my brush. One moment. I need a little bit more. I had my brush was a little too wet, so I'm just going to go and there's a little paint on the cap here, so I'm just going to grab a little bit of that because it came flying out on me. There we go. That's the real mass tone on that one. All right, next is quinacridone red. That's quinacridone rose, maroon purline, quinacridone red. So this is a new one. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, Quin Red. Yes, that's next. Quin Red. Yes, these are all single tubes. Debbie, I started off though. May sent me a wonderful gift card to start off my M-gram, and Amazon had a 10 tube starter set, and it has all the colors you need to start. Warm and cool color of each. It has burnt umber, burnt sienna. Okay, but it has 10 like all of the colors that you need. So I started with that. Then I bought there was a sale on Amazon. The cobalt 5-piece was on sale, the cobalt colors. So I bought that. I love the cobalt teal. Not a huge fan of the cobalt green. I mean, it's nice, but it's not as vibrant as some of the other greens. The cobalt blue's okay. I prefer cerulean. Cobalt blue's kind of a medium. I mean, it's not warm, not cool. But the cobalt teal was lovely in that. The cobalt purple, not very strong either. So I wouldn't necessarily get the 5-pack. Just buy the cobalt teal on its own. Okay, quinacridone red is next. All right. Sorry, I'm going to pull it down again here. Now your queen colors are next to be. Oh, so now the quinacridone red. Okay. So that's. So again, like I said, 44 if you're live. And you don't like watching swatches, then don't stay. Quinacridone red. All right. All right. I'm going to dry these before I continue. Yeah. So like I was saying, Debbie, I started off with their 10 color one from Amazon. Then I added the 5 cobalts, and since then I've been adding individually to fill out my neutral convenience colors. So All right, gamboge. I'm going to try another layer of gamboge because that didn't come out very nice and thick. Very dark. I'm going to have to be careful with this brush. Here we go. That's a better example of what gamboge actually looks like. There you go. I'm so used to doing layers that I forget that I'm swatching. Okay, so next is Pyrrole Red, which is in my palette. Pyrrole Red. This is a very nice red. Hold on. Just going to give her a little more on my brush there. I'm trying not to take too much because I don't want to waste any, but I want to have to get enough to get a good color swatch too. So there's a very pretty red, kind of what you would think of as your regular primary red. That's your warm red. Yeah, the landscape or the city set would be great for you, Debbie, because of what you like to color, watercolor, between your little rabbits and your landscapes. Yeah. That would be a great. The nice thing about buying the sets is that they put together the ones that you would use for that specific type of painting. But then once you get a set or two, you'll have to start buying individual tubes so you don't get duplicates, because these are 15 milliliter tubes and they're going to last a long time. Believe me, they will last a long time. All right, next is Quin Rose, which is one of my new ones. Make sure my brush is nice and clean so I don't have any contamination from the last color I did. And especially since I've been quinacridone rose is going to be very similar to like an opera rose, but the nice thing about it, it's light fast. So I want to make sure I get it in the right square here. Quin Rose. Not quite as neon-y as Opera Rose, but the fact that it's light fast definitely makes up for that fact. So one compared to, well, M. Graham doesn't even make an Opera Rose, so that if you're using M. Graham's, that's what you're going to do. I do have a. Let me show you how close it is. I do have a Winsor & Newton, and yeah, it's like what a difference trying to get it. You can see that this is very neon compared to that, but this is you're going to get close enough. Like if you're doing a portrait, a paint, you're going to sell and people are going to have it on display, I wouldn't use Opera Rose. I would get quinacridone rose. One moment, please. I knocked something down and I don't even know what I knocked down. don't even know what I knocked down. So anyway, I'll just leave it at that, I guess. To look if it's something I need, I need it. They do have a quin set. Well, the quinacridone's colors are lovely. Oh, thanks, Helen. I have to get that put up on my, I have to do a blog post for that. Oh, should have done it this weekend when I was being lazy. Well, I wasn't being lazy when I was not doing anything because of my knees and my legs. Okay, so permanent alizarin crimson is in my pet already because that is my cool red that I use. Boating is closed, Debbie? Oh, they said it's supposed to be open until the end of January. That's strange. Of course, doesn't surprise me. They've been changing the rules to this. It's a law firm. It's not an art society or anything. Yeah. Well, darn it. Oh, well. That's okay. Permanent alizarin crimson. All right. They do have an alizarin crimson as well. However, it's not as light fast because it uses the permanent alizarin crimson uses like I believe, if I'm wrong, but if I remember correctly, the permanent the alizarin crimson uses a different pigment. It's not as light fast. I know. Maybe I will find out sooner. Who knows? Maybe people were complaining because they were waiting too long. I mean, we had to have our art in by the end of July, so it's ridiculous. You know, they didn't hire extra staff to deal with all this artwork coming in. So it's the poor receptionists and they're handling all of this on top of their regular work, and it's a very busy litigation law firm. So anyway, it's the one my niece used to work for them actually. But yeah, so you know. Okay. Love that permanent crimson. It is a yummy, yummy, yummy cool red. Okay, so what's next? Maroon Pyroline. New one. That's Terra Rosa. Oh, I can't wait to see that one. Maroon Pyroline. Joycey, be ready. Clutch your buds. You're going to love it, this one, I think. Okay. So this is kind of a earthy kind of, anyway, you'll see. It's kind of like an earthy, deep clay, ready, lovely color. Yeah. All right. Okay. I knew it. See, Joycey, I knew it. Somehow I just knew. Okay. I knew you would like that one. Look, Joycey. Maroon Purine. Okay, quinacridone violet. So here's another class. So like I said, I was ultramarine pink, ultramarine violet, quinacridone violet. Getting into my purples now. Galena's here. I'm getting into her colors now. Galena will like these next several colors. Good thing about doing it this way is that they're going back in here in the order from this sheet. Will be easier for me to know. Actually, I should label the box. I'm going to number the boxes. I think this was box 1. Open each one every time. So this is box 1. 3. 4. 5. 6. There. Now they'll all be labeled. Okay. All righty. So I'm just cleaning out my palette here as I go so that I can just keep moving on every time I get the 6. I tell you, those quinacridone colors, you do not want to get those quinacridone colors on your clothes unless you're wearing clothes because they stain. Okay. All right. Coarse red tends to stain anyway. So ultramarine pink is next. So this is the one. Oh, there's ultramarine pink, but they also have ultramarine violet. So I got both because the ultramarine pink on their swatch card, it looked more like a dusty rose color, which of course I want. All right, so ultramarine pink. Yeah, it's more like a kind of lilac color, I would say. Let's get a bit of a mass tone color here going. Okay, one moment, please. I gotta grab a... Okay, gonna try that again. I should use a different brush. because this one is holding the water big time. This is one of my newer ones that I'm not quite so. See, so that's more like it's ultramarine pink, but it's kind of like a lilac color. Hey. All right. Okay, cobalt violet is in my it needs a little. So this is a cool blue, cool violet. Okay. Cobalt violet. All right. Next, ultramarine violet deep. Ultramarine violet deep. All right, so I have to be a little more careful to make sure I go to my towel after I clean my brush. Oh, hold on. So you can see that that's a little more vibrant than the cobalt. Okay. Hey, CB. What do I like best? Well, Catherine, I'm still learning about brushes. So I don't know if I have favorites. I do like painting with rounds, so I have favorite like shape. Most everything I paint with a round. The only times I use my flats when I'm wetting down a large area. But I have some silver black velvet, which I really like, but they hold a lot of water. I'm still new. I'm getting better with them. Okay. These are mimics. And so they're no real hair in them, but they're really upgrade synthetic. They're all synthetic fibers, but they're very good synthetic fibers, so they react very close, from what I understand, to real fibers. The other ones that I have are the Zen, and I really like them. They were kind of like my first Zen, and they're squirrel and synthetic squirrel combination. Some are straight squirrel and some are synthetic, and some are synthetic squirrel combo. It was a set of, I don't know, 15 or 16 brushes that I got, and I really like those. But I have a couple of Cotman, which are nice, but they're very expensive. For the Cotman aren't even the professional watercolor brushes. They're still synthetic, and The Zen are better and cheaper. But so yeah, so I don't really have a favorite. They are, Debbie, because I mean every single brush is different. I really, when I bought my squirt, before I had the Zen, I had just some Artist Loft, no name brand watercolor brushes, like just I shouldn't say no name brand, the Artist Loft Michaels. My sister gave them to me, and my nieces gave me 2 different size rounds, and my sister, this wash brush is lovely, but it's the only Grumbow one that I have. But it is a very nice brush. It's springy, but yet it's soft, but yet it's kind of like firm, so it's really nice for brushes. But I haven't seen them for a good deal anywhere. My sister got that at Michael's using a coupon. It was still expensive. So that's true, Debbie. It depends on what you're painting. You're painting on cotton paper or synthetic or not cellulose paper. So, but the mimics. Okay, so the mimics are my newest. Well, other than my other new one, my 3 new I got from. Yeah, really. Sorry. Okay, got distracted. Good question. Oops. Dioxazine in my. Now that ran a little bit because I really dropped a huge drop. I'm not using my my printer is an Epson. If I use the Epson ink, it does not run dye. But right now, I can either buy my whole set of 6 colors, well, 5 colors plus black, and actually it comes with 2 black. Online on Amazon, it's like refilled ink with 5 colors plus 2 black for $22. Okay, and they use generic ink, right? But my printer guarantee, so I don't care. I can buy I can get 7 cartridges for $22, or I can buy 1 cartridge for $14.95. So at this point, I'm buying the generic from Amazon because they print just fine. Yes, I'm using my new camera. Why? It's pixelated? Uh-oh. It's not on my live screen. It's fine. It's fine on my live screen. And it looks fine on my Manicam. Sorry, guys, if it's pixelated, but it must be YouTube. Did it kind of just happen, or has it been like that all along, or did it just start doing that? Okay, yeah, if it's that stupid pink pixelation, I thought I fixed it. Eileen and I thought we figured it out, that it was a flash issue, but that's not it. YouTube's making some changes, so it has to be a YouTube issue, and we can't contact them. So it's like you're out of luck. You're out of luck. Dioxazine purple. Okay. Oh, sorry. There's a glare on that. Okay. So ultramarine blue, which is already in my palette. Probably my most used color. I'm running out of it in my my most used one because I use it for skies along with cerulean deep. Plus I use it for making my blacks and grays. It's like, look at that. That if you're a blue lover, gotta love M. Graham Ultramarine Blue. That is so yummy. Yeah. All right. Cobalt blue is in my. Oh, which one's cobalt blue and which one's. Uh-oh. One moment, please. I don't know which one's cobalt and which one's cerulean. One moment, please. I need to open up a file here. I think that one's cerulean deep, but one moment. I'll open up my file. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to use my little sample thingy here that I've got. Pretty sure that one's cerulean. Let's see here. And that this one is cobalt. Nope, that one's cerulean. Yeah, that's what I thought. Cobalt and cerulean. Okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure. So, cobalt blue. Cerulean blue deep. Oh, I missed one. That's okay. I already had this prepped on my brush, so be very careful. Make sure there's no water drops on your ferrule or it goes all over your page. It's not such a big deal when you're just doing a swatch, but if that was a painting, you'd be pretty ticked off. Hold on. Anthraquinone blue. Anthraquinone, I guess. Okay, one moment. Get that. Get that. There we go. Yeah, Debbie, you know what? Pause and Presto were 16 and 17 if I had kept all their fur bundle and myself sweater, that would have been cool. Nice deep blue kind of in between your ultramarine and your indigo. It's a lot of people use it instead of Prussian blue because Prussian blue is not very light fast. So does that have all three in it already? No. Uh-oh. I may have forgot to put one in. Oh, well, 3, box 4. I'll figure it out. Nice color, isn't it? Yeah. And it's kind of it's a neutral blue. It's not really warm, not really cool. It's kind of in the middle. Okay. All right. Just switching out. Okay. What's next? Phthalo blue. Got phthalo blue red shade and phthalo blue green shade. That's turquoise. Phthalo blue red shade. Oh, another one that's kind of popped out of its tube. Oh, this is pretty. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's really nice. That's another nice sky color. I usually use my cerulean blue deep, but oh, that's... Now it's really, for a summer sky, that phthalo blue red shade is lovely. Nice. Once again, had a little too much water in my brush, but that's okay. All right. Cobalt teal I have already in my palette. Those of you who are, this is one that Z will love. Well, actually, that phthalo blue red shade is a lovely one that Patty would like. All right, so here's the cobalt teal. So that's the really nice color. There you go for your Caribbean water and stuff like that, the cobalt teal. Oh, Joycey's singing a poem. Lovely. Lovely. Turquoise. That's a new one. Oh. Okay, make sure it's not too wet here. Oh, this is nice to go with the cobalt teal. So this is a nice shading color to go with cobalt teal. Turquoise. Look at that color. Oh, that's dreamy, dreamy, dreamy. See, I'm getting, the closer I get to green, the more yummy the colors are getting. Yes. Phthalo green. This is a color very similar to, but with a better light fast rating. It's not exactly the same, but it's very similar. Yeah. Okay. Next, phthalo green yellow shade. Of course, you gotta know I'm gonna like that one, right? Sorry, I went direct from tube for that. Now I've got this blob of trying to get a happy medium, trying to get a nice mass tone color without getting a blob. There we go. Not bad. Mine too, Catherine. All right. Cobalt green. This one's already in my palette. It needs another spritz. It's been a while since it's been spritzed. Now that I'm on my, now that I've gone through my reds, my yellows, my reds, and blues, now my water looks like mud. My dirty water, that is. Permanent green light. Uh-oh. How dreamy is that? Permanent green pale. Green. Oh. Olive green. Okay, that must be what fell on the floor earlier. A tube of paint. One moment, please. I am going to mute. I am muting you so that I can get out of my chair and find the tube of paint. Sorry, guys. I clicked it, but I didn't realize it didn't unmute. I apologize for those watching the recording. I'm sorry. Thanks for Helen for the orange. Sorry, I could not find my tubes on the floor. I tweaked my knee looking for them. So I'll have to get my flashlight out. They must have gotten knocked under the desk by my feet. So I did not find the permanent green pail. All right, so there's the olive green by M. Graham. It's a nice kind of browny, landscapey green. All right, and this is the azo green. Now, if you look at the White Knights, you will see that their olive green is more like azo green than the M. Graham olive greens. So, yeah, I know, man. Yeah, Debbie, bad comments. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yellow ochre, which is in my palette. Kimberly, Judy's poking you. Wakey, wakey, wakey. Raw sienna. I did not have raw sienna in my palette already, so I bought it. Oops, sorry, guys. Bet you wish I was still muted with all that ceramic noise. Oh. That's a nice color. Will come in handy for my landscapes, for grasses and stuff. Yeah, I know. Missing green. Well, how can I drop a green? All right, got one with an empty one there for the green. It's missing. Nickel quinacridone gold. I have that in my palette already. It's nice as a warm yellow, but it's neutral, fairly neutral, and lovely and bright. Transparent orange iron oxide already in my palette. I have it in 2 wells because I forgot I already had it in 1 well. Ooh. Okay. Another nice color for rocks and sand. Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it, Debbie? If it rang with when someone typed down the orange. Night, Sharon, thanks. Bye. Oh, yeah. I figured out how we can do YouTube with Hangouts, which means we can have up to, I think it's up to 10 people on video. So sometimes, so like Kathy Berg and I did a combo stream once using Manicam, and it was a little trickier. So I think now that I know how to do Hangouts and that it will go to YouTube Live, that is going to be fun. I'm going to have to do some of those. Transparent red iron oxide. Oh, this is lovely. Lovely. It's the one thing to see it on Swatch, like on your computer screen. I love green's my favorite color, and terracotta and browns are like my second favorite to go with my greens. That is lovely. Like this green with this transparent red iron oxide. Ooh, what a lovely combo that is. Yeah, 10 on Hangouts, Debbie? Okay, that's what I thought. I know that's what it was the last time I did Hangouts, but it's changed a lot. But that's nice because, see, when we used to do Stick'em, we could have 12 on video, but then there was also a live chat. So if people didn't want to be on video, you could be in, right? But you could only have 10, so you couldn't have any more than that. So now with Hangouts going live to YouTube, we can have 10 on video, and then everybody else, we can have hundreds in the chat, the YouTube chat, but not on video. So it's going to be more like Stick'em. So I'm very excited. Every night, late night, we used to hang out on Stick'em, have fun. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. But we kind of gave it up when it got limited to 10. It was hard because it's like, what 10 are you going to choose? Like, we started out, well, with the first 10 can come to my Hangout, but then it left people out, and I think people started to get hurt feelings, so we kind of stopped doing it. Burnt sienna. Already in my palette. Terra Rosa. This was the other one that I was excited to. I can't wait to see this one swatched. Oh shoot. Okay, so I have no idea what got messed up. This is called, and it's kind of like, I think it's kind of like English red. So it's kind of like that clay color. So yeah. Ooh, this is going to be this is one, Lena, that would work very well on some of your old like bills and stuff. That you look at that color. Look at that. Lovely. Hey, Kimberly. Dar Stickum was it's no longer available. Oh, yes. No, okay. So it's just one that's missing. It's just the one green that's missing. I thought I had two missing, but it's just the one. All right, burnt umber. I love M. Graham's burnt umber. use with my ultramarine blue for my grays. I don't know why. A lot of people use burnt sienna, but I kind of like burnt umber with for my grays instead of burnt sienna. I have raw umber checked off, but I didn't umber. I know I didn't, because I was trying to decide whether to or not, and it was similar to the transparent orange iron oxide, so I didn't bother. Neutral tint is actually Shinhan, so I'm not going to do that. Payne's Gray. Okay. All right, so those are the colors that I have, plus this one that's on the floor somewhere. CB! If you fell asleep, she might have gone to make, she probably had to leave to make supper. Or she might be making supper while she watches. So I'm just going to dry these. So I have a lovely assortment of colors here. A lot of nice convenience colors. I know, right, Lena? A wonderful assortment of neutrals. Dot sent you a DM, CD, just so you know. The sap green. Yeah, I like it better. I don't know if I have sap green in my 36 set. Is sap green in the 36 set? One moment. What greens? Chromium, olive, yellowish green, emerald green, green. There's no sap green in the White Knight 36 set. Not in the 36 set, anyway. Unless that's what they consider the green, but it's not really even close. The sap green is more yellow than their green. So the two cool yellows are fairly close. The Gamboge is quite different from, let me see. I don't have this done big enough so that I can see it. But, it's only 6:30. I don't know if I can keep going though, guys. My knees are really hurting me. My Shinhans should be shipping today from Desserts. They had to wait to get an item from their store. They were out of it in their warehouse, but they had it in a store. So they had to get it shipped from the store to the warehouse before they could ship to me. So the Shinhans are getting shipped today. So if they're here by Thursday, called Open Stock May. Okay. I won't be buying any White Nights open stock. I'll use what I have in my full pan, but I don't know. I love my Shinhan and my M grams a lot. So I think I will be resorting to using those more. Well, you know what? My knees, my second injection I got when did I get it? Beginning of September. And it was doing really well until I had that little slip at home. I didn't land on my knees. I landed on my well-protected butt. I didn't hurt myself when I fell. The problem was, it wasn't a fall. My feet I was getting out of bed and there's no mat by the laminate flooring. And I was trying to reach the stupid alarm. So I was only half asleep. So I always keep my Crocs right by the bed. And the first thing I do when I put my feet over the bed, before I even put weight on my feet, is I put my Crocs. But for whatever reason, I went to reach for my iPhone before I put my feet in my Crocs because I was kind of half awake, half asleep. And my feet just slid on the laminate floor because I wear garments 24/7. So I'm not on bare feet. And just slid. And I couldn't catch myself. So I just ended up on my butt. So in order to get up, I had to turn over though and put all my weight on my knees in order to get up to my feet then and pull myself up using the bed. Now, luckily the bed was low enough that I could do that. If it was one of those beds with the super high mattress, I might not have gotten up off the floor. But since then, my knees have been hurting again. So, okay, CB, there she is. I know, Judy, I did, but still, I ended up getting hurt. So, anyway, so those are the colors. Oh, well, that's what I have, Catherine. I have custom compression garments from Total Waste. 3 pieces. So I have a mid-thigh on each leg, and then I have like a biking short part that goes up to my waist. And I need to make an appointment tomorrow to go get new ones. And I think I have to go to the grocery store to get some grapes and bananas, some fresh fruit tomorrow. Since we're getting a storm tomorrow night, the store will be busy. Dang it. Anyway, so guys, I think I'm going to leave it at that for today. I was going to try and redo this. I was going to try and redo this sunset using my M grams, but because I wasn't happy with how it turned out using the White Nights. But thanks, Joycey. I know. I hate to complain because you know what? There's always someone hurting worse than you. But, you know, sometimes you just have to, like, ugh. Sometimes it feels good to complain a little bit. Anyway, what I'll do is when I find that this silly green and swatch it, I will tweet a picture. But so thanks everyone for coming. I know I'm finishing off short. The storm's not helping either, but oh no, Teresa, let me do that. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, guys. Don't go anywhere. I will do this. Oh, I'm glad you said something, Teresa. Totally forgot. See, I'm all perplexed by thinking about where did that sticker watercolor tube go? I know it's just under my desk and I'm not seeing it. But, oh, is Debbie streaming tonight? Oh, cool. Are you guys staying? Stay, don't go. I got a 66 Daniel Smith dot card. And so it's 6 by 11. Hold on. Let me print this. Oh, later. Okay. Which are your favorite, Kathy? The Daniel Smith or the M. Graham? I think I have a couple of Daniel Smith was Moonglow or something, but I don't have any use for like shimmery Moonglow. Like I don't do any paintings that I would use that. Okay, I have this ready to print, so I don't know if I just have to add a quick chart to my Word project here. New document. Don't save that. Okay, new document. One moment, please. Talk amongst yourselves. Fast forward if you're watching the recording, because I thought I had this ready and I forgot to print it. I forgot to get it ready. Just take me a second. I just have to insert I'm not going to label them. I'll label them by hand after. View. Whole page. Insert 6 by 11. 6 by... Okay, start with 6 by 8. Insert row. Insert row. Insert row. And then drag this down. All right, so now I just need to print it. Oh, sorry. I should really have you guys muted so you don't hear me groan and moan. All right. Let me put this in my printer. Oh, come on. There we go. In there properly. Okay, file, print settings, print grayscale. All right, it is printing. You have the 238. Well, this was all, it seemed this was all that Curry's had was the 66. So that's what I bought. It was like, or no, how much was it? It was on sale anyway. It was really cheap. Jelly plate landscape. Ooh, cool. That sounds fun, Dot. Or I mean, Debbie. You got yours all on Amazon. Okay. Well, I don't know. I figured I'd start. This was really cheap, so. All right. So let's go from. All right. Where'd it go? It's running away from me. 1 minute. There it is. All right. So the first dot is Amethyst Genuine. So genuine are the ones that I'm going to start upside down. I just have to remember I'm going backwards here. Oh, next one is, oh gosh, Satellite Genuine, whatever color that is. So it's kind of like a Payne's gray type of color, sort of. So these genuine ones are the ones that are from the rock or whatever, right? The first one was Amethyst Genuine. Black Turquoise Genuine. Ooh, that's a nice kind of charcoaly gray, black. Not bad, not bad. Right, because it's minerals, right? I said rocks, I mean minerals. It's made from minerals rather than pigment. Yeah. Okay, so, and then Bloodstone Genuine. Ooh, this is probably going to be nice. I might have use for that black turquoise color, but hold on. See, they don't, hold on. I'm going to try a brush that's a little bit stiffer. I'm going to go to this is an Artist Loft. It's just a little stiffer. It might get this pigment moving a little better than that really soft one. Yeah, that's better. That works better, but it doesn't hold the water as well. So it's kind of like half a dozen of one. Maybe if I do that and then I use this for spreading. So this is the Bloodstone. So it's more of a brown gray. Next one is Blue Appetite Genuine. Ooh, hold on. I know I've seen a lot of people just swatch right on the dot card, but I kind of want to be able to use some of these if I really like them. So I don't really kind of want to do it directly on this dot card. Don't want to add that much. That's pretty blue. Don't know if I'd ever use it though, because I don't do mixed media watercolor. Well, I don't so far. Braculite some. Oh, hold on. I need to get my. Wish I had my phone in here. Let me see what it is here. So Bronzite Genuine. Bronzite Genuine. Yeah, needed the... Okay, since... Go into this Artist Loft brush after using good watercolor brushes. Going back to it, yeah. That's not going to work. Doesn't hold enough. Bronzite. See, this is what I found. They're so much harder to than my M grams to get them working. That's my big reason I don't like them as much as my... They're harder to re-wet and get working. Sodalite Genuine. Thank you. Granulates on the paper. So let's dry these so it'll show you the... Now this is... I should have used cold press because the cold press will show the granulation more. This is a hot press. So now that blue one, you can see the granulation in that blue one. I'm doing it upside down because it'll be off screen, so I don't have to have it kind of swirl. Okay, this next one is Burnt Tiger's Eye Genuine. Is the next one. These are their newer ones. I believe the genuines are kind of their newer colors. Burnt Tiger's Eye. And of course, I don't spritz the all run all over the place. I don't know if I'm doing a very good job of swatching these or not. Oh, next one I can't read either. Okay. Diopside Genuine. Well, none of these have convinced me that I like them over the... Oh, now this one might. This one like. That's pretty. So far, I like the blue one. I like the green one. This gray blue is pretty. It's kind of a... It's like a light version of Payne's Gray. The blue Appetite. It's like a pale Payne's Gray, kind of. The green one is Diopide Genuine. pretty. The next one is also great. No, Fashite Genuine. Fashite Genuine. This one's kind of like more like a, well, on the dot card, it looks like it's a very small, so it must be an expensive one. Very small dot. This one's like a sagey green. No, more like a minty green than a sage. Not quite so pale on there, but okay. Oh, okay, Kathy. So pale. Oh, good. I was worried that I wasn't getting a very good sampling here. Okay. Garnet Genuine. Uh-oh. Joycey. Garnet Genuine. Ooh. Joycey's going to like this one. That's nice. That's like terracotta, but a little more red. It's a little more red than orange, but it's a lovely terracotta. Ha, see? Really, Judy? You can pan for garnets in Idaho. That's cool. I didn't know that. Now, this one's Green Apatite Genuine, so I'm probably going to like this one too. Yeah, I just don't like the fact that they're harder to wet. Some of these are a little easier than others. That is nice. This is almost like the perfect sap green, almost. Like, that's nice. I like that color. I'm going to have to get that one. Green Apatite Genuine. That is yummy. Kathy, why did I buy this? Okay, Apatite Genuine. That green, the greens, these two greener than the other ones, the more earthy tone ones seem to be a little more difficult to get the pigment moving. Now, if you want to have a nice gray in your palette for convenience, it is, Kathy. It's very handy. And I knew that. I planned to get it for a long time. But anytime I saw them online, they were a little more expensive than I thought they were kind of worth. But it was a really good sale. So definitely worth my $3 or whatever it was I paid. This one's Hematite Violet Genuine. Kind of looks more brown than. Oh, right, because it's hematite. Hematite is gray. It's just kind of an undertone, right? Okay, so Hematite Violet. I like that gray. I like this one. And I like the two greens. This one's nice too. All right, next up, we've got quite a few more genuines here to go. I think it can't see. I think it says Jedi. Hold on. Get my... Oh, Jadeite Genuine. I was right. This is going to be pretty. Just a minute. I should have my... Oh, sorry about that. One moment. I should have... Where's my other... Since I don't have my phone, I should have my other... Where'd it go? Ah! Where did it go? Sorry, I'm looking for my magnifying glass, but I didn't organize it right out of my desk drawer, did I? Never mind. I will keep using my iPad. Jadeite. Jadeite Genuine is next. Once I get these 3 rows done, I can flip my card over to start. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is very similar to... This Jadeite Genuine is very similar to the M-Gram Cobalt. Cobalt green. Not turquoise. Next one is Kyanite or Kyanite Genuine. Kyanite or Kyanite. Not sure which it is. It's KY. Anyway. A lovely blue gray as well. Ooh. I have to wait till these dry to see if I like this one more than this one. This one is more, this one's kind of in between these two. Hi, Joycey! All right, next up is no, whatever, Genuine lapis, this is going to be one I like, I know. Oh, hold on. Let's try this again. Get a little more picked up. That's pretty. That's a nice blue. Okay. This gray, probably. All right. Mayan blue, Genuine. That's a pretty blue. Make sure I go back to the correct dot when I go back for more pigment. Okay. The kyanite has shimmer in it. Yet I can't quite tell. And last on this row is, let's try this. Pipestone. Oh, Minnesota. It must be Minnesota. Minnesota Pipestone Genuine. I assume the MINN dot stands for Pipestone. That's a nice kind of, not really, it's like a burnt sienna, I guess. But not quite, not really. It's a little lighter. All right, now I think I can turn it around and work from the top. Yeah, okay. Oh, annoying. Piemontite genuine. Piemontite genuine. There's just too many of these. Piemontite. All right. So this. I'll go in later with a. Well, they're in the same order as my. So I'll keep them together. It's a very neutral browny gray color. More brown than gray, but. Oh, that's what she used. Xandra used on her whale. Ah. Red. Oh, some of the words I can read, some I can't. Red fusite. Red fusite. It's a very pale, neutral, terracotta kind of red. It's kind of like a light version of this one. Oh yeah, this was the other one I really liked. I may have to get it. I will compare these two ones I already have to see if they're too close. I won't bother. They're nice to have on a dot card. All right. Serpentine genuine. Another green. Oh, this one's pretty too. This one's really nice. That's kind of like Azo green. Like the M green as, but a little less yellow though, isn't it? Let's see here. Yeah, a little less yellow though, so it's nice. I might, Catherine. We'll see. Okay. Probably. Before I buy any, I would probably do, I don't know. There's enough to do a painting or two, a small painting. Maybe a coloring page or something. Oh my gosh, can't read this next one at all either, except that it starts with S. Cyclerite genuine. Really? Are these like really the names of the minerals that they came from? Never heard of most of these. Heard of amethyst. Heard of bloodstone. Hey, Dee Dee. I'm still swatching. I'm swatching my Daniel Smith colors now, Dee Dee. Sugalite or something like that. Sugarlight or yeah, it's SU, Sugalite. Genuine. One moment. I have to take it. Didn't take an Advil since this morning, so that doesn't help. Okay. All right. Not that it helps much, it doesn't, but. So what was I doing? The Sugalite or whatever it's called. So it's kind of like a purple. Zicklite. Hold on. One more genuine. Zoisite genuine. Zoisite genuine. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully we'll get into some normal names now that we're finished with the genuines. Green. I don't have a green like that in my collection, I don't think. Pretty sure I don't have a green like that. Sorry you guys can't see excuse me, that green very well because it's a very gray green. This is a 66 dot card, Dee Dee. You can get 66. You can get, like, I think 128. And Kathy, how many in your dot cards? 238 or something. So you can get different size of dot cards. My store just happened to have this 66 dot card on sale, so I bought it. Okay, so quinacridone burnt orange. So, quinacridone burnt orange. Oh, that's pretty. Well, dang nabbit. I still have some of my insurance money left. Well, you know, there's a decent amount of dot. I mean, you wouldn't be able to do a big, huge painting, but I mean, you could do a couple of small little paintings, but it's a really good way of deciding what colors you like. I love that color. It's more burnt orange than it looks like on my screen. It's definitely a burnt orange. It looks a little brighter on my monitor than it is on the paper. Dot. 238. Yeah, Kathy has 238. So you can get all different sizes. This just happened to be the one my store didn't have the other sizes in anymore. They probably sold out. Quinacridone burnt scarlet. I think I'm going to like this one. Oh, good thing Joycey's not here. That is some yummy color. Yes, that's about the color of my new luggage. It is. That's the color of my new luggage, Dee Dee. I'll be able to find it easily when it comes off the bus. My dark brown luggage was so dark brown, it was hard to tell if it was brown or black. Had a yellow ribbon on the handle, but anyway, I'll be able to find my luggage. Okay, quinacridone deep gold. So this is probably like my quinacridone. This is probably similar to my M-gram quinacridone gold. Yeah, very similar. Now these ones are easier to re-wet than the genuines. Much easier. So that's good to know. Quinacridone coral. Ooh, I just might like this one too. I like coral. Ooh, this is pretty. For people who do florals and stuff, that would be nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, Debbie. And the genuines are minerals, so that is going to make them be soluble minerals than a like a pigment. Plus, it also depends on how finely they've been ground and stuff too. Oh, quinacridone. This probably I won't need, but oh, it's not bad actually. Oh, that's a nice deep fuchsia. As long as it's not baby pink, I'm okay with it. That's a very nice purpley. See, I like the fuchsias that are more purple than pink. And that's definitely more on the purple side. Yep. Greens are my favorites. Quinacridone gold. I thought we had, oh yeah, the other one was quinacridone deep gold. So this one's just quinacridone gold. So it'll be grounded differently. Probably the same pigment, just that's lovely. That's a lovely vibrant ape yellow or floral yellow. If you do floral, I don't really do florals, but oh, did you show the swatch in this stream? I must have missed it, Kathy. I'll have to go back and look at it. Okay, next up, quinacridone magenta. Ooh. Now that's the color of magenta that you have in your like printer for your red, that your printers use magenta, not red, as their primary red color. Yeah, exactly, Debbie. It's a really good color for glow because it's it's in between it's a warm yellow, but it's kind of in between this deep warm color and a lemon yellow, right? So it's still vibrant like a lemon yellow, but it's warmer. So yeah, it would be really nice for like even for sunsets and for adding lights to your flowers. And okay, sorry. Trying to get comfortable here in my chair. Quinacridone pink. I'm not sure I'm gonna like this one, but we'll see. Depends on how. Oh, it's like opera rose. Okay, so that's like that's like M-gram's quinacridone rose. They just call it quinacridone pink. So but actually it is a little closer to opera rose. What is the it's 2, so it's a medium light fast. M-grams is a good light fast, I believe. Yeah, Lena's good at using quinacridone gold. Quinacridone red. It's a nice red. Yeah, that's a pretty color. See the Queen Rose. We'll see when it dries, whether it's closer to the Queen Red or the Queen Pink. All right. And here's the Daniel Smith quinacridone rose. So we'll compare it to the Graham version. So quinacridone pink, quinacridone red, and this one's quinacridone rose. Very similar. This one's a little more of a little closer to the opera. And it's a number 3, so it's not light fast. So that's probably like your opera rose. Quinacridone Sienna. Now this will be pretty because it'll be a more neutral orangey brown. Oh, it's pretty. Now, once that dries, it's going to be, do I like that one or do I like this one? I'll have to match, or this one. I'll have to see when it dries which one I like better. And because they're drying fairly differently. Quinacridone Violet. It's a nice color. Yeah, I have Azo Orange mixed with raw sienna. See, now I have so many more colors now. I have to, I have so many more colors to do mixing with and stuff. Quinacridone purple. Oh, that's a pretty vibrant purple. Teresa, no, I won't be. What I'll do is I'll go through this swatch card and I'll see which ones, because some of them are very close to what I already have. So if they're close to what I already have, I won't be buying them. I'm just saying they're pretty, but if I have them in I won't be buying them in Daniel Smith if I have them in my Graham. Quinacridone. Oh, maybe that one's even closer to Opera Rose. No, it's not. It's a little more, when you compare it, it is more purpley. Yeah, that's the thing, Lena. But I also find that on cold press, they dry a little close. They don't tend to dry back as much as on hot press, but I don't know. That could be just me. I'm just not a fan of hot press. That's why I'm using it to swatch, because I won't be using paint on. So I'm using it up by to swatch. Cascade Green. Now, someone told me this is a green that I need. We'll see. That's what I think of as an emerald green. Dee Dee, these are all my M grams now, with my 18 new ones plus what I already had, except one green tube fell on the floor and I have to search for it. Tweaked my knee looking for it earlier, so. Something purple. The paint went over the first. Let me see if I can figure it out. The dot went, oh, imperial purple. This will be like a nice royal purple, I think. That's similar to my cobalt purple that I have. In my M gram. Shauna likes that green. Yeah, it's a pretty green. It's like an emerald green. And I think it's quite, it's kind of similar to the phthalo green, but a little bit more blue. Wait till it completely dries so I know. I just created a bloom. Oh well, it was going to bloom anyway. Okay. Wisteria. So this will be a fairly light, a pale purple, lilac-y color. Pinky purple. Won't be buying that one. Little too pastel-y pink for me. Although it's closer to purple than pink, it's still too. All right, next, burnt sienna light. Ooh, this will be interesting. That's kind of an interesting color. I don't know if I'd use it. It's pretty. It's kind of partway between those two oranges that I like. Lavender's next. That's kind of like a, what do you call it, a robin's egg blue? Call it lavender, but I kind of, yeah, it is, but no, it's not like robin's egg blue. Yeah, it's kind of interesting bluey purple. Lavender. Guess I never think of lavender as that. I always thought of lavender a little more purple than that, but maybe it'll dry back. Something red gold. One moment, maybe if I get a little more light on it. Aussie red gold. Oh, I heard someone talking about this color. I think maybe it was Lindsay that loved. Oh, look at that. Ooh, have you seen that one, Lena? That Aussie red gold? Ooh. That is yummy for sunsets and sunrises. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what that one is, Dee Dee, compared to. I was talking earlier before you came in about Hangouts and how we have to do it, because it's Hangout now is going to be just like Stickum was, Dee Dee. It's going to be just like hangouts, like stick them, because now anyone who's not on video, the 10 videos, can be in the chat. So it's going to be just like stick them, and we can set up so that it's not like open to every troll coming in and out. We can, instead of setting it at public, we can set it as what's it called? Whatever. Isn't that awesome, Lena? I knew you would like that one because you like those quinacridone golds. That, I think that's going on a must buy, because it's not like any of, it's similar to the, it's actually, no, it's not similar to any of my, it's not similar. No, it's not like any of my M grams. That's a definite, because it's not even close to any of my M grams. True, Lena. I'll have to try and see. The name of that one was Aussie Red Gold. I'll have to try that and see what happens, Lena. My nickel quinacridone gold with my Azo orange, and see if it gets close. It's so, we'll see when it dries though too, because it's always exciting when you see it wet and then they dry back and they're not as vibrant. Of course, you just need to air them to get the vibrancy, that's all. But Payne's Blue Gray. That's very similar to my M Graham Payne's Gray. Not enough difference to, it's pretty, but it's not enough difference to need it. The muted episode, yeah. I had to mute when I was looking for my tube of paint, Dee Dee, and I came back on and I clicked the microphone to unmute, but I didn't look closely enough to realize that it actually didn't unmute. So here I am, I'm talking away. And of course I'm swatching, right? Anyway, it was like 10 minutes later, I finally saw that they were yelling at me. Raw Sienna Light. That's very similar to my Azo. No, to my Gamboge. Goes on my Gamboge. We'll see if it dries like the Gamboge. It's not quite as orangey as my Gamboge, but it's too close to. Yeah, I'm not sure, Dee Dee, because I'll have to go and watch Vicky's. Vicky's not here right now for me to ask her, but Rose Madder. Rose Madder Permanent. So that's very similar to those quinacridone rose. I only know them. I know the ones that I use a lot. Using colors, Lunar Black. I don't use prepared blacks, so. Except for neutral tint, but that's because I know neutral tint's is a neutrals. But I still, even with my neutral tint, I use the neutral tint to darken up some other colors, but when I want a black or a gray, I mix it. I still prefer to mix it. All right, so now these are shimmery ones. So these are metallics or iridescent. These ones I know I won't end up getting, but because I don't paint on black watercolor paper. But let's see what they look like. Here's iridescent gold. I'd like to get a dot card with more of the regular colors instead of all the genuine. So I may have to look and see. I don't know. I'm so happy with my M grams and my Shinhans. See, to me, this is like watercolor. Okay, but like there's no pigment in that. Like I would have no reason to use that. Probably shows up very nicely on black. Here's iridescent jade. See, to me, that's like let me tell you, these iridescents don't want to re-wet. Looks more gold than green. Cleaned my brush. All right, iridescent sunshine. No. I don't know. Iridescent something. Iridescent sunstone. Yeah, these iridescents are not re-wetting at all on this dot card. So it's kind of a pinky gold, but not. M. Graham made by Daniel Smith. No, M. Graham is its own company. Dee Dee. They have totally different binders. The binding system and their grinding system are both different. Yeah. They're both made in the US. But both different companies. Oh, sorry. Okay. Iridescent ruby is next. Yeah, these would drive me crazy if they're like this in the... I think these you'd have to use right out of the tube because they don't re-wet. If I guess I want to use them right out of the tube, like use them wet, it's probably the best way to use these. Took quite a lot of work to get a good amount of that iridescent ruby. I don't have any black watercolor paper, and there's no point of even trying on my black cardstock because it won't work. Yeah. Iridescent, this one. It's like an iridescent teal or aqua. That's kind of pretty, but like I said, I have no use for the... All right, iridescent sapphire. So, yeah, that iridescent electric blue wet fairly well, actually, re-wet. But I can see Xandra liking these, the iridescent, because she does a lot of shimmery iridescent stuff with her sea stuff. So that's a more purpley blue, like a sapphire. But it is taking more work. But that electric blue did re-wet fairly easily. All right, going into the interference blue. This probably really won't show up much on the white. This would be definitely one more for black or colored. Use your H2O if you need shimmer. Yeah. Well, right now I don't do any mixed media with my watercolors, and I don't know if I do my art journals, I can't see me using watercolor in them because I tend not to like watercolor on even mixed media paper, so I can't see me using it. So that interference won't even wet enough to show up on the white, so I'm skipping that. Interference copper. So the interference blue wouldn't even wet enough for me. Definitely the iridescent and interference colors definitely need to be used out of the tube from a pan. Yeah. I can't even get them wet enough to pull off. Iridescent green. It doesn't past all the iridescent ones. No, it's so impervious to water. I'm scrubbing. No. So I'm going to skip those interference. All right, so I'm going to go to Duochrome Emerald. Let's see how this one wets. Looking great. Oh, a little better than the interference ones, but let's see here. It's the last one. Yeah. At least it got color. Bye, Dee Dee. Okay, thanks for dropping in. Was it buffering really bad? See, because I could have reduced it to 10. The other day I had it at 1080 and it was working really well. And today it's buffering like crazy. Shoot. Sorry about that, guys. I could have switched it down to 720. You probably wouldn't have buffered as bad. I'll remember that for Thursday. Oh, sapphire green or something green. I don't know. I can't. Oh, yeah. I'm on the last row. But these are iridescent, so they're probably... This one looks like it has green and gold in it. But it's duo, it's going to have two colors. Scrub, scrub, scrub. No, don't like that. I have to see that one on black. I think to see the green and the gold on it. Oh. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize it was that bad. Duo flower. So this is like a duo color purple. Let's see here. I'm going to bother with the rest of the dot card because I'm never going to buy those ones and I can't even scrub them. Can't scrub them out. So, yeah. All right, so I've got to lay that to dry. So let's see which ones. I'm going to put a check mark and the name. That one is a for sure. Aussie red gold, but I'm going to check and see. Red gold. So I'm going to check and see if mixing. All right. So what was the other one? See, now I have to decide which of these two I like better. They're different from both my transparent orange and my transparent red iron oxide. Different from both of those. And they're both different from my oranges. I don't know which one. I like them both. All right, so let's put quinacridone burnt orange, quin burnt orange, and this one is quinacridone sienna. Quin sienna. I like both of those. I love this green. Serpentine genuine. I like that green. And I like, that's very close to my, that's very close to my Shinhan, my Shinhan, say, I'll have to check. I'll put a question mark by that. I think that's very close to my Shinhan sap green. So now I have to decide whether I like this gray enough to buy it, because this is very similar to the gray I mix when I mix my burnt umber. And so I'm going to put a question mark by this one, because I'm going to compare it. You don't think what's me? Dar? Oh, you don't think it's me? I mean, they look nice on the sheet, but when you sweat any water to them at all, and yet like these ones, you can see. The thing is, these probably look fabulous. They are likely amazing on black watercolor paper, but I don't have to try them on. Oh, and it's not all of you? Oh, okay. I thought everyone was saying they were having. Okay. What was the other? There was another one. No. I like this one. What was this one? Oh no, the quinacridone gold. It's similar to my. I have the quinacridone. Yeah, it's very similar. Yeah, so yeah, I think I like that, but I'm going to swatch. It's that one or this one. No, I like this one better than that one's a little more brown. I really like this one, so I'm going to do a swatch of my mix and see if it's worth buying a tube to use for gray instead of mixing. I do enjoy mixing though. So not bad, but I would like to see more of their like normal colors, because they are nice and vibrant. But a dot card would be nice, because that way I can see which ones are close to my Shinhan and my M gram. Because I've got like Shinhan coming, 10 or 12 more Shinhan coming as well. So I shouldn't really need any more colors. I just thought I got surprise money from the insurance company. So I thought, why not? They owed me back money. They did not calculate my what do you call it, the rate of living increase or whatever in my long-term disability for this year. So I got a nice lump sum check. So that's why I was able to get new luggage. That's why I was able to get all these convenience colors. A little extra money paid off one of my credit cards. So anyway. Yeah. Well, actually, if the Sayers has the black watercolor paper, but I didn't think I'd ever use it, so I didn't order any. So mix them. All right, let's test them out while I'm right here now. So I want to mix my quinacridone gold with my Azo orange, and I'm going to do a mix, and I want to see if I get close to this Aussie red gold. So let's see if I can get close. One moment. I need to get a baby wipe. My baby wipe container I dragged with me to the bathroom because I didn't think I had any baby wipes in here left. And I do, so then I left it in the washroom. It's like, my ones are in. All right, so I just need 2 wells clear here. I may as well clear them all, because it was another one I wanted to try and mix too, to see if I could get close. I think. All right, so the red Aussie gold. So I'm going to try, and look how that particular red Aussie gold, it stayed vibrant when it dried. Well, look how many I've used, Eileen. You can tell. The cobalt purple is probably the one I've used the least here. Every other color I've used a lot. Look at that. It's used. Now, the other ones I swatched today didn't get used yet because they're brand new. Got them the other day. So there, Eileen. So I'm just going to put it, no, I don't want to put it on the back. I want to put it on, let me see here. Okay. All right, so I'm going to mix some Azo orange with quinacridone gold. See if I can get close. All right, let's see here. Azo orange with quinacridone gold. All right. Oh, look at that. Lena, you're right. Look at that. It's almost a perfect match. So let's see if it dries back with the same vibrancy. Ah! Really, Eileen? Because I have, my M-grams have a lot of those very similar colors. Oh, I have to do that Neo 2 thing for Joycey too. I gotta put that on my to-do list. All right, so I have to remember that combo, that I like that combo though, when I'm doing a sunset. Look, it even dries back almost exactly the same. Yeah. Thank you, Lena. Oh, me too, Debbie. She's really, Colleen has really collected her. Look at that. Oh my gosh, Lena. Thank you so much. But see, I wouldn't have thought of doing that had I not gotten this Daniel Smith dot card. So even just for finding that one mix, this card was worth the $3. 3 something that I paid for it. Yeah. Okay, so that's good to know. So Azo Orange, need to write that on there. Last gold. All right. So what other one was I going to try to mix to see if I could match? Oh yeah, the Quinn Burnt Orange. You know what I'm going to try? I'm going to try some of that Azo Orange and Burnt Sienna. I'm going to try adding a little Burnt Sienna to my quinacridone or Azo Orange and get that quinacridone. No, that's not what I want to do. Hold on. I want to do quinacridone gold and Burnt Sienna to see if I can get this quinacridone burnt orange. Oh, I put too much. Put too much Burnt Sienna in. No, I think it has to be orange. Oh. No, I think it has to be the orange. So let's try this again. Little Burnt Sienna in with the Azo Orange. To see if I can get this. Oh, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. Let's add a little bit more orange. Of course, went too far. Quinacridone burnt orange. There we go. All right, so that quinacridone burnt orange is Azo Orange and Burnt Sienna. Yay! Finding my mixes for my colors that I like. I need to make a rabbit hole. The Azo Orange is too deep. You think so? I don't know. Let's try it and see. I think it's pretty close. It's pretty darn close. It's close enough that I'm not going to buy. Ooh. I just dropped my dang cover to my marker. Where did it end up? Didn't sound like it ended up on the floor though, but it must have. because I don't see it. Dang it. So this is, oh yeah, no. So this is Azo Orange plus Burnt Sienna. And then this was the other one, the Quin Sienna. It's a little more red. So yeah, I don't. That one's going to be tougher. Let me try something though. I'm going to try. Hold on. Let me try something. This will. All right, it's number one. I'm going to try my cat orange. It's probably too orange, but let's see if I can make it work. Ah! I don't know why this orange is doing that. Look at it. It's exploding. Ah! Every time I open it, it explodes. It's because they overfilled the tube, I think, is why, but I'm not positive. Okay, so this is the cad orange. Let me try that with the burnt sienna. Let's see if it'll get me this. All right, too much burnt sienna. So let's get another little more cad orange. I think it's going to work, though. I think it might work. Because the burnt sienna is neutral enough that it tones down that cad orange enough. Let's see. For me, it's a little bit more red, but I don't know. I like that. It's good to know. My burnt sienna is going to come in very handy. I'm reading chat, but I was mixing. I don't know my pigments. I don't know what pigments are in my colors yet. I don't. It worked. Cad orange and burnt sienna gave me my quinacridone sienna. See, I don't need Daniel Smith. I've got M. Graham's. It's not quite as vibrant. It might need even more. Might even need even more quinacridone orange. I think I've got some on the outside of my tube here, or cat orange. I mean. Oh, now it went too much. Too much to the orange. Hold on. This is the thing with mixing. See, that's the thing with mixing. But once you get it down and you've practiced enough, you know how much. It's just tough because I'm taking it right out of the tube, the orange. And now I've got too much raw sienna or burnt sienna. So you're going like back and forth. But it's because I don't have the orange in a palette. That's what's making it hard. But I think I can get it. Pretty sure I can get the color I want. Oh, there we go. I got it. I've got it. It's about half and half. Lena. Oh. Oh, I know, Debbie. I have to, yeah. For this one I swatched, I did not include my pigment colors because I just wanted this. This is my reference for purchase. Okay. So this is just my reference so that I know I'm going to put this is going in my binder. This is specifically so I know what I have if I'm going to buy any more. If right, this color. All right. This is not showing swatching or mixing or anything like that. I am going to do some color wheels. I'm going to do some mixing charts when I'm sitting and doing stuff. But yeah, look at that. That's close enough for me. Close enough for me. So that's cad orange and burnt sienna. Burnt sienna. So I'm going to have to make a list. I'm going to have to do a swatch with these neutrals. I'm going to have to do a mixing chart. And I have to find the cover to this micron pen so it doesn't dry out. Okay, this time for real, I'm leaving because my knees are killing me. Anyway, so thanks a lot. Yeah. My azo green. Well, I have azo green, so I don't have to mix it. See, May, thanks for dropping in. Okay, Debbie, everybody head on over to Debbie's house. Perfect timing. Take it away, Debbie. Oh, sorry. Better